If you guys remember, not too long ago, I put up a video that was telling everybody about the new short documentary that Truth Stream Media put out. It was called Obsolete. And it was available on Amazon and probably still is. I'll leave a link in the description. You can go see if you can check it out. But what the video was talking about was robotics, artificial intelligence, transhumanism, and how this would all affect humanity and how it would all replace humanity, where you would actually be able to earn an income and survive on this planet. Now, there's a reason I'm talking about this, and it should be a great deal of concern to everyone, but people seem to think that robotics, AI, this is all stuff that's coming in the future. It isn't. This stuff is already here. Now, let me show you a headline that all ties into this documentary Obsolete, and it's all tying in today. This is an article over here at Futurism magazine, and it's talking about UBI. This is something you're gonna want to be familiar with. Universal basic income hits the U.S. Citizens will get paid just for being born. It says, in brief, Y Combinator, a seed accelerator and startup incubator, plans to inaugurate a short-term universal basic income experiment in Oakland, California. It's a first step toward a larger projected 5-year study of the guaranteed cost of living salary. Now, there was a lot of experimentation done on this. And I suppose to some people it sounds great, but think about it. They've already been doing these experiments in a microcosm type way. If you look at all the urban living centers where nobody can get a job, they're loaded with drugs, alcohol, and police, and everybody gets a free check. With nothing to do, standing around all the time, the human being will go crazy. Now, there's an experiment that's shown in the movie Obsolete that I can't quite find right now, but it shows a bunch of rats living. They don't have to do anything. All they do is eat, sleep, and reproduce, and eventually it all goes to mayhem. Now, why am I talking about the universal basic income? Because it's already happening. It's happening right now. And where is it happening? Brazil. I've already put up a few videos showing how it appears that the powers that be are deconstructing Brazil. We've already seen the rioting. We've already seen the murders. We've already heard all the horror stories, but nobody really cared too much. What they've done is broken down Brazil's economy, and they are now introducing handed money every month, no strings attached. Residents in a small town in Brazil are finding out. Governments and think tanks around the world are increasingly fascinated by the idea of universal basic income, where citizens are given cash to spend as they want. Now, I'm going to give you the long story short. I put out a video last night talking about Elon Musk and how they're building our own demise. These people, these scientists gone crazy, these billionaires, these elite, have literally built our replacements. They're using the D-Wave computer, like I've told you before, to talk to entities on the other side. D-Wave is nothing like any computer any of us have ever seen or heard of before, and there is a reason for that. Again, I did numerous videos and interviews and shows with Anthony Patch, and he totally agreed with me when I said the D-Wave isn't a computer at all. It's nothing more than a way to communicate directly with the other side, get instruction from these fallen entities, and building our own demise. And it's a literal thing. It's literally, really happening. We're building our own demise, and humans are going to be nothing more than rats in a cage, given a handout by the government every month to shut up and be pets in an aquarium. And it's not something that's far off. It's something that's happening right now. This is coming. Be prepared. Find out. Learn. Get all the information you possibly can. This isn't some long off futuristic event. This is something that's already occurring. That's why they have ghettos. Do you think it's an accident that they have urban living centers where they remove any hope of a job and replace it with gun stores, alcohol, and drugs? Drugs don't get into this country. if we didn't want them to. They're brought in by the billionaires. They're brought in by the powers that be. The criminal element that has stolen all the positions of power in the United States and every other country. And if they didn't go along, they got taken out. You know what I mean? Economic hitman style, or by a coup, or by a good liberal dose of democracy rained down on them in the form of white phosphorus. But universal basic income is something that's already started, and Brazil is seeing the effects right now. But before universal basic income can be installed, they have to destroy the country first, like Brazil just experienced. So be prepared. This is what they want to do. This is their intentions. It's not far off. It's coming now. We live on a planet, according to the powers that be, that is overly populated, and yet every single day, all they're working on is building exact working replicas of human beings in a robotic form. There's a reason for that. Pay attention, people. It's getting ugly. Richie from Boston. Like, share, subscribe, or don't. I'm out.